On today's episode of Identity, founder of Mentorship Foundation Africa, Viwe Gxwala, pops by for coffee. We experienced the beauty of isiXhosa culture in Vosloorus, Johannesburg. What's Happening features the review of a vegan recipes app and a website for women in business. And we wrap up the show with an inspirational track from Kalo.
I am an individual with an imagination. My inner faith illuminates innovations. In a space with infinite inspiration, I was born free from all incarceration. Incredible, living infallibly, intelligent, outshine with my inner being. This is me, impeccable as ever been. I am you, you are me. This is my identity.
Good morning, Mzansians viewers, and welcome to Identity, the multi-faith youth show that aims to add a dash of spiritual swag to your week. I'm your host, Viwe Gxwala. Today marks World Red Cross Day, a day that was set aside to celebrate what has become the largest humanitarian aid organization in the world. This day is aimed at inspiring, facilitating, and promoting all humanitarian activities that are carried out by the International Committee of the Red Cross. Njengeqela le-Identity, yinjongo yethu yokwabelana nani ngeenkcukacha ezinolwazi ezivuyisa ezikhuthaza impilo yakho. Undwendwe lwethu namhlanje, ibali lethu nee-reviews zethu ziza kwenza loo nto. Dibanisa usapho lwakho nabahlobo bakho, ningcebeleke kwaye nivuyele esiniphathele kona namhlanje. Kokuqala, masidibana nondwendwe lwethu onentshiseko kwivenkile yethu yekofu. The young man hanging out with me today is an entrepreneur who is passionate about youth empowerment. Viwe Gxwala holds a BTech in Marketing Management from the University of Johannesburg and is the co-founder of Mentorship Foundation Africa, an initiative that focuses on rural and township youth development. He's also the co-founder of Reviving Greatness Within, RGW, a youth-run company which aims to change the entrepreneurial field in Mzansi. This is just a glimpse into this 22-year-old CV, and so of course it was only fitting to have him join me for coffee. Viwe, welcome to Identity.
Hi, and thank you for having me here. I'm truly honored. So I come from a small town in the Eastern Cape called Queenstown. I have 3 siblings, my older brother, my older sister. I'm the third born, and then it's my younger sister as well. I grew up just like any, I grew up just like any other normal kid. I come from a poverty-stricken background. We're at home, the fridge was only full on the 15th when my mom got paid, my mom who was a nurse. So I passed my matric in 2011, and then I moved on to UJ in 2012, where I studied my first year in marketing management. I recently graduated, and I'm now reading for my postgraduate degree in marketing management at UJ.
Congratulations. You've spoke about hardships and challenges that you've gone through your life, and you've obviously used your spirituality to actually become the man that you are today. How significant is spirituality to you?
Look, I think from growing up, I always grew up going to church with my family. I always grew up in believing there is a God, we're reading the Bible. The spirituality in a way has humbled me, and it has grounded me to become the person that I am today. I mean, the more you grow up, the more challenges you encounter in life, and that's where you sort of hang on to the words of the Bible. Even in the Bible, it says that he who might have started something great, and I shall be faithful in completing it. So those are some of the words that I hold on to when life becomes sort of rainy and stormy.
Igama lakho, Viwe, means joy. Your name means joy, to be happy. So you using a spiritual concept with regaining your life back together in terms of your challenges. How important is it for a person to actually look forward into another joyful day or another happy day as using that as a spiritual principle in their lives to be a success in their lives?
Look, I think my name is Viwe, and I've always told myself that I need to make my parents happy. Through my work, the initiatives that I do, not only my parents, but the people around me. I think it's important to always look towards, or rather forward to the next day. No matter what you're going through, you just need to, hold steadfast and look on to the next day.
You're only 22, Viwe, and you've got a plethora of achievements, Where does the spirit of excellence come from?
I've always wanted a better life for myself and for my family. Coming from the background that I come from, a background that is poverty-stricken, a background that is characterized by poverty, I've always wanted a better life for myself. But also, when my father passed away back in 2012, I think I managed to change what was an unbearably painful experience to a burning desire of wanting to achieve, of wanting to succeed. You know, I mean, for a 22-year-old, I think I haven't done too bad for myself.
Of course you haven't.
I mean, I can't believe I'm chatting to you right now.
So you speak about losing your father at a young age, and of course you've lost a mentor. So is this what inspired Mentorship Foundation Africa? Why specifically that name?
Mentorship Foundation Africa is aimed at rural and township youth development. You know, we're having intergenerational dialogues amongst the youth of Africa on key pertinent issues that are facing youth development. We sort of foster mentorship and robust debates around youth unemployment, education issues.
Why is mentorship important to you, especially now that we're in an era where we use social media as our mentors? You know, you look at a specific person and you see them trending and that person starts to become your mentor. So why is it important for you to actually, for us to bring in the culture of mentorship in the way that you're doing today?
I think we live in a South Africa where, you know, everything is changing fast, and young people, you sort of find young people in places where they shouldn't be. We live in a South Africa where young people are sort of, you know, easily misled and easily sort of into drugs and substance abuse and so on. So I think it's very important to have mentorship, because when you have a mentor, you can have someone to guide you, someone who can offer positive assistance to you. I mean, when I was growing up, I didn't have such you know, mentors, and I found myself, you know, under peer pressure. I found myself being bullied a lot. I found myself in places where I shouldn't have been. And I think that's one of the, you know, important reasons why mentorship is needed.
You're an entrepreneur, and I'm sure you've had many challenges in your entrepreneurship. How did you get over them?
So I recently hosted a youth dialogue in Queenstown titled "What Can the Youth of Queenstown Do to Empower and Develop Themselves?" The event itself was aimed at offering assistance and mentorship and guidance to the young people of Queenstown.
Okay, and please tell us about Reviving the Greatness Within.
So RGW is a youth-led private coaching business company that is focused on coaching young entrepreneurs and startups. We're sort of trying to open up the entrepreneurial space to young individuals in South Africa through our experience and expertise and knowledge that we have in business and in entrepreneurship.
All right, and there must be many people who are watching at home and thinking to themselves, I'm so inspired by Umasonwabe, but I don't know how to go about into social entrepreneurship. What words of wisdom would you give them?
I think, you know, it's our duty as the now generation, or as the young people of this country, to navigate and to reach out and to expand and to reach out to all opportunities that are available to us. With our inner abilities, I think we need to start charting new pathways of opportunities if the current are stiff-led and contested. I think we need to understand that our generation will assume top leadership positions in the not-so-far-away future, and that we have more potential than we could possibly ever imagine. I think if a young person like myself can come from a poverty-stricken background that I come from to achieving the things that I've managed to accomplish over the years, then I think the viewers at home can only achieve better.
Yeah, and of course, because you've come from the background that you come from, you must be a self-leader, right? So what would you say about leadership in terms of entrepreneurship? Because you've got to be able to lead yourself in order to lead other people.
So I think leadership is all about, you know, using our God-given abilities to put people in better positions so that they're able to empower themselves and those that are to follow. So I think that's what leadership is all about.
And speaking about leadership, Konapa Identity, we've been asking our viewers to give us water saving tips. So now go ahead and get a water saving tip for Ababukeli.
Yeah, so I think, you know, we're approaching winter now, and it's going to be cold. People are going to be taking long showers, and I think we should stick to a minimum of, or rather a maximum of 5 minutes per shower. But also I think we should make sure that our taps are always properly closed, and we should use a bucket when washing our cars as opposed to a pipe.
Okay, and with that said, we get into our word game. Okay, are you ready? Okay, I was actually nervous. Look, and the game is called Most Likely To. So I'm going to ask you a question and you'd answer by saying you're most likely to do A, B, C, or D. So are you ready? Okay, cool. The first question is, if you were to win R1 million, you would most likely to?
Invest it in the young people of this country.
Okay, if you wake up and there's no food in the house and you have no money to buy anything, you're most likely to?
Go out there and try and get some food.
Okay. If you visit another country and they don't understand English, you're most likely to?
Speak in sign language.
Okay. If you forget your mother's birthday and remember a day later, you're most likely to?
I apologize with the present.
Okay, if you're stuck in a lift with your favorite celebrity, you're most likely to
Ask how he or she made it.
If you're invited for an interview on Identity, you're most likely to
use the platform to inspire the young people of South Africa.
Yes, I like that so much. Thank you so much, Mzansians, for coming to Identity and actually inspiring us.
Thank you for having me here.
Mzansians is certainly an inspiration to all. His dedication and commitment to youth empowerment is encouraging, and we hope his interview has inspired you to make a difference in your community and people around you. Lixesha lekhefu. Nxa sibuya silibhekisa eForceras eGauteng ukuyobona ubuhle losiko lwamaXhosa. Kwaye ungaphoswa sisiqendu sethu semedia review esibonisa i-app yokupheka ukutya kwabantu abangatyi nyama nabangaseli ubisi. Kwaye newebsite enceda abantu ababhinqileyo bakwazi ukuziqala kakutsha emsebenzini. Siyabuya ngoku.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Welcome back to Identity, the nation's favorite multi-faith youth show right here on SABC 1 Mzansians. I'm Viwe Gxwala. Thank you for staying tuned. As you know, Identity aims to celebrate our nation's diverse spiritual makeup through encounters and regional stories. Today we feature the Sikhula Sonke cultural group as they showcase the colorful isiXhosa culture. Take a look.
This is my identity.
Nosidima Sacha is passionate about the preservation and passing on of isiXhosa cultural traditions through singing and dance. It was with this in mind that she established the Sikhula Sonke cultural group in Vosloorus, Johannesburg.
Eliqela lethu lomxhenso siqale ngo2010 xa sasiqeqeshwa yiGomeke isiqeqeshela ukuthi sazi isintu sethu sizibuyisele emasikweni ukuthi singalahlekani kuba yilento iye iqoqa abantwana kweliqela lam lomxhenso siyaxhensa nalaba bantwana ndabathatha nabahlanganisa senza imfene ibe ngumnqunqo womama kube batyitshimba uyaxhensa ke ngoko into endithanda ebantwaneni bayamamela banesimilo xa bayaqoqosheka enye into ibakhupha nasestratweni kulanto ye crime especially abantwana abangabafana uyaqoqa ngalondlela kuba uthanda uba ubafake endaweni uthi masenzeni lento uyaxhenswa ke ngobantwana bam ngabathanda xa betyityimba iyona nto indichaza kakhulu ubabone xa bebetha imfene hayi bayaphequzwa kwemfene nyakubuyibona imfene xa iqabadula bayaqabadula utyityimba ubabonisa nabantu abanye ba oh isiXhosa sinje xa kuxhenswa kanje ngesiXhosa kuyatyityimba xa ndicula ndiyahlasimla ndiva ingoma ndikase ndityityimbe ndingqungqe ndenze yonke into ndingazimama ndithini kuba kaloku indikhumbuza ukukhula kwam sasixhensa nasezikolweni kudala ngale nto umxhenso ukhula nawe iyandivuselela apha ngaphakathi ndiyabona andingomntu wentwaso kodwa ke ndiyaziva ndibanehlombe xa ndixhensa ewe ndabaqeqesha abantwana abebengakwazi ukuxhensa ndandisenza lento ekuthi identity of a child ukuzikhumbuza bazazi imvelaphi yabo
into endenze uba ndijoyine iqela isikhula sonke kukubona abanye abantwana abalingana nam bethatha inxaxheba kuyo yonke le nto yomxhenso ngobe ndifika apha bendingakwazi ukutyimba bendingakwazi ukuxhensa mfene kodwa ngokwemisebenzi ke yesikhula sonke ndikwazile nam uba ndifundiswe ndibe ngomnye wabo.
Le group indifundisa into ezininzi kuba ndikwazi ndisazi nesinxibo sesiXhosa kuba amaXhosa anxiba kanjani umuntu ongutata unxiba kanjani umuntu ongumama unxiba kanjani nomntwana kumele anxibe kanjani impahla kumele azinxibe indenze ndazazi kuba ndivelaphi ndihloniphe nesiko lam ndingalandeli amasiko endingawaziyo ndenze lento endisuka kuyo.
Ezi ntsimbi ndizinxibileyo zinxitywa ngabantu abangomama nabotata bayazinxiba kuthiwa le ndiyinxibileyo nguvula kabini lena lithumbu zikhala ke zesiXhosa ezinxitywa emaXhoseni ezina umuntu ongumama unxiba kanje otshatileyo athwale iqhiya, intombazana ayithwale iqhiya.
Apha ndiphethe isagweba, intonga ebizwa ukuba sisagweba ephathwa ngotata babahamba basimelela ngayo xa behamba isikakhulu amaxhego. Lena incebeta efakwa ngaphambili ngabantu bangomama nabantu bangotata bayayinxiba. Igqibeke lena ibe lithumbu elapha emqaleni. Ibe yibhlukwe ke lena ndifake apha ikhalamine. Le ndithamse apha uba ngumbala ohambelana ke nesinxibo endisinxibileyo.
Into ke ndiyenza apha egroupini ke mina ndiyacula ndombela ngoba ke isixhosana kuthiwa ngumculo kuthiwa ukombela. Ndiye ke ndibethe negubu kwelinye ixesha ke kuncedisa ngoba igubu unobangela oba masibethe igubu ukufuna isingqi sengoma le sibethe ke igubu kuzokwazi ba xa sixhensa fanele isingqi sengoma sihambelane nomxhenso wakho. Iyachumiseka kakhulu xa ubetha igubu wrong ngoba kaloku okwaxhensa ukuphakamisa inyawo kuyaphazamiseka kokuqala kwa ingoma ke ngokuyasilela ke ngoba ibe ngathi niyayiloza. So kubalekile kakhulu lanto ba xa umuntu ebethe igubu esingqi sakhe fanele enze show basihambisela nengoma. Uba ngaba liyakhawulezisa nengoma fanele ikhawulezisa. Uba lislowly nengoma funeka inantsike.
What I enjoy kule group le ukuthi umama usifundisa ukuthi thina sisasebasha to grow sifunde kabanzi ngeculture yethu. Teach us ukuthi in future ukuthi sazise nabantwana bethu abazayo.
Ndingathi abantu mabalandele amasiko wabo kakhulu bayeke ukwenza izinto abangazaziyo balandele abangani into ezenziwa ngabangani kuba umngani into uyenza yena esazi ubuyenzelani andazi ke uba wena usabe uyenzelani into ulandela umngani kumele wenze into ethandwa nguwe uqhubeleke ngamasiko wakho wenze amasiko wakho ungalandeli amasiko abanye abantu uhlale nabantu abadala bakufundise ngamasiko wakho.
Apho sifuna ukuya khona sifuna ukuhamba siye overseas siyobabonisa isintu ukuba sinjani.
Into endirhalelayo apha egroupini yethu ndirhalela into ngathi singabambana simamelane sihloniphane kwaye siqhubeleke ke ngalento esenzayo sifundisane ke nezinye izinto umculo ufanele sazi ukuthi noxa singabuye endaweni eyi-1 singengomazulu sonke kodwa fanele sibambise kukho lanto xa siculayo kunaleza ngoma isingqi sesixhosa sisinyanga kho lanto ingoma emane sinyukisa phezulu ndirhalela ukuthi nabanye ngathi bangayifumana lanto ingabi into eyaziwa ndim ndodwa ukuthi xa ndingekho yileke.
This is my identity.
Enkosi kumama nosidima satsha namalunga esikhula sonke cultural group ngokwabelana nathi ngosiko lwabo oluhle olugqamileyo. Ndiyathemba ukuba nawe unentshiseko ngokufunda ngosiko lwakho. Mhlawumbe nawe ungabelana nathi ngosiko lwakho. If you'd like to share your story, then get in touch with us. Send a detailed email to identitytvshow@gmail.com and our team might just show up in your part of the country soon. It's time for one more break. When we come back, we jump straight into today's What's Happening segment, which features a vegetarian and vegan recipes app and a personal development website. We'll be right back.
This is my identity. This is my identity.
Nibukele i-Identity khonapha kwiqonga elihamba phambili khonapha ku-SABC 1. Ndingumsasazi wenu uViwe Gxwala. If you've just joined us, here's what you missed. We kicked off the show with dynamic social entrepreneur Masonwabe Fuma. We then experienced the beauty of the isiXhosa culture with the Sikhula Sonke cultural group in Forsterus, Johannesburg. But don't despair, you're just in time for this week's media review segment. This is What's Happening. Have you heard of the Meat-Free Mondays challenge? If you're like me and would love to take part but have no idea what vegetarian or vegan meals to prepare, then today's app will definitely come in handy. It's called Veggie Weekend. The Veggie Weekend app is a collection of vegan and vegetarian recipes for your enjoyment. For starters, select the Settings tab and select your preferred measurement and temperature settings. The home page features a picture selection of the featured ingredients. Select a meal that you'd like to attempt, and you're led to a page that offers a brief description of the dish, a list of ingredients, and informative icons that give you the cooking time and state whether the dish is completely plant-based, lactose-free, or freezable. Once you're ready to get cooking, a handy egg-shaped timer will help make sure your meal is cooked to perfection. You can also get a full list of nutritional information of each dish with just one swipe. Share your favorite recipes with your friends and family via email or social media by selecting the share option. The app also gives you the option to search for a recipe according to a specific ingredient. Add a twist to vegetarian meals and increase your intake of vegetables with the Veggie Weekend app. I can't wait to try out some of those delicious looking recipes for tomorrow's #MeatFree Monday challenge. Now on to our next review. It's a website that provides a networking platform for women already in or looking to go into business. It's www.projecteve.com. ProjectEve.com is an inspirational website that is geared towards providing a network of support for women pursuing various careers. The homepage offers a collection of the latest and most popular articles and trending topics. Select the Starting Over tab for stories from women who are walking the career reinvention road, as well as tips on how to start over and reinvent yourself. The On a Shoestring tab offers articles on business planning, technology, branding, and blogging and content. Want to know about funding and finances, sales and marketing, or even social media? Then select the Salad tab. To ask questions, share ideas, or give constructive input and feedback, select the Help an Eve Out tab. Learn how you can make a social impact, read up on the status of women in business, or get ideas on how to strike a work-life balance by selecting the Glass Ceiling tab. Want to share your startup story? Why not start a blog? Get access to a safe and helpful online community of women uplifting each other by visiting www.projecteve.com. Tuesday, the 10th of May marks World Lupus Day. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease which causes inflammation of various parts of the body such as the skin, joints, blood, and kidneys. In an autoimmune disease like lupus, the immune system loses its ability to tell the difference between foreign substances and its own cells and tissues. This day was set aside to create an awareness of the disease, as well as to increase support for those living with the condition. That brings us to the end of today's episode of Identity. Let us know what you think of today's guest, insert, and reviews. Simply send an email to identitytvshow@gmail.com. We're also active on the social media scene. Search for Identity TV Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Namhlanje sivala inkqubo ngengoma ebizwa Soul Cafe kaKhalo. Kum uViwe Gxwala neqela le-Identity libe neveki esisikelekileyo. Salani kakuhle.
Happy is for sure. We don't hide, 'cause you all just gotta know. We can party through the night. With you here, surely I'm alright. I know you like it. So baby, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Bringing out my inner child. This is the Soul Cafe. Welcome everybody. Get comfy in your body. It's not just a